know that. It's a straight white dude. Cool. Guys, your next comic. Are you guys ready for your second comic? Yeah! Dude, great comic. He's been doing it for a while. He's one of my favorite people. Seriously, you can have a great time. Please give it up for my friend Shane Laughary.
Yeah!
What's up, everybody? How you doing? Yeah! I gotta get this out of the way before I start. I do look like this. And I look like this. My mom is white and my dad is Ellen DeGeneres. I don't know what I look like though. I look like Ric Flair, Flex Peter Griffin. That was the introvert. I was born and raised here in Wichita, and I regret it. I'm so tired of people going to Wichita and be like, Wichita is boring and there's nothing to do. I think there's plenty of things you do in Wichita. Like, we got the movie theater, and the other movie theater, and Club Car Wash. And you can do meth in all their parking lots. My favorite place in town used to be Town West Mall. I don't know how that place is like still around, like that last year they were open. They had like 3 stores like that last year. They had like a Hot Topic, and Annie Ann's, and a Chinese rub and tug place. I went on that last day. They had a great deal. It was buy one, get one off. One thing I think is really cool about Wichita is that we make half the planes to the entire United States. And it's real dope people from Wichita. You have Christy Alley from Cheers, and BTK, the serial killer, and the planes from 9/11. I love telling that joke because whenever I tell it, I know who works at Spirit. Just that guy. All right, cool. I was driving here today and I saw this graffiti on a bridge. It said "Drug Jesus," and I kind of know what that means. Like, does that guy want to like actually drug Jesus? Like, hey guys, I put something in Jesus' drink because I remember his Last Supper. Or is it like a literal drug Jesus? Some guy walking around at a party with sandals on, being like, I can turn baking powder into crack. Yeah! I almost fucked up the microphone with that joke. By the way, guys, sorry for a little fidgety tonight. I shaved my asshole this morning. And the 5 o'clock show is just kicking in. I'm about to turn 27 next week. Yeah, it's a meaningless age, but thank you anyway. I realize though that I look forward to things differently, and I'm like a little bit older. Like I used to look forward to like a road trip or a concert or something like that. Now I look forward to things like my coworkers' vacations. Like they come back and they show me pictures of the beach. I show them a picture of a non-toxic work environment. I've had a lot of weird jobs in my life. I used to work at Joann's Fabrics. Yeah, I'm the reason they closed. You're welcome. My friends would always like give me shit about like working at a craft store though. Like here's the deal, like most stores are craft stores. It just depends on like who you are and what you're making. So like, for example, a grocery store is a craft store for chefs. An AutoZone is a craft store for dads who've never hugged a child. I worked at a Lego store for a long time too, and I really liked that job because I have this buddy about 2-3 times a year on Facebook. He works at Lowe's. So what he does is he posts a picture of him in his Lowe's uniform with the caption, "Lowe's before hose." I was outside because now it's the perfect comment. It's Legos before Pregos. I'm in Facebook jail now. Now I work at a restaurant. I really feel out of place working at a restaurant sometimes because like most of my coworkers, they smoke cigarettes, and like I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, but like they get mad, they go out back to cigarettes, and I want my equivalent of that. So what I do now is when I get mad at work, what I do is I go out back and I drink Dr. Pepper really slowly. And like I still do this, but it's like with the straw. Thank you, guys. A little bit about me. I just did a DNA test on Ancestry.com and I found out that I'm 1% Jewish. Yeah, 1% Jewish. You know what that means? That is just the nose. I wish I was 2% black. So does my girlfriend. My grandpa, he turned 90 years old last year, and he has been a photographer for 60 of those years. Yeah. And he passed the love on photography to his children, so my mom and uncle are really good amateur photographers. And I don't know if he has passed that love on to me yet. I take really good dick pics, though. I just can't get any volunteers. I just recently got on antidepressants. Thank you, introverts. That's great. But I will say, like, if you are depressed, like, go reach out, like, get help. Like, reach out to somebody that'll, like, actually help you. Because I reached out to my mom, and that was a big mistake. Because I told my mom all this stuff about how I wanted a therapist, I needed to get antidepressants. You know what she said to me? Are you sure you don't need a haircut? That's a weird thing to say to somebody you think might kill themselves. Yeah, you made that go great hanging there. We're saving a lot of time getting ready for that funeral. I told my boss all this stuff about my mental health too. He's not my boss, he's my best friend. And what he said to me, I will never forget. He said, hey, as your friend, I want to make sure I look in on you all the time. But as your boss, if you plan on killing yourself, will you at least give me a 2-week notice? That's a true story. And I have one more leak left in that bitch. So one of my life goals is to become a father one day. Mainly because I think I'd be really good at it, but also when people stop calling me a virgin. I know I'd be a good dad because most of the single moms that I've dated have told me I would be. Just like not to her kid. What makes me want to be a dad is like I have a nephew and I really love him and I have a good relationship with him and like I want to have those like fun dad moments that I have with my nephew, like my own kid. Like for example, like when my nephew was like 7 years old, he couldn't figure out his words right. So like for example, he couldn't say dinosaur, so he said dinosaur. And I found out one he couldn't say on Halloween one year because he was talking about what kind of candy he liked. He goes, I like Reese's and I like Snickers and I don't like cunts. And I was like, dude, it's okay if you don't like girls, you can figure out when you're older. And he goes, no, cunts. And I realized he's talking about Nestle Crunch. And I did not correct him, I did not tell his mother. What I did do is I sat him down and I had a conversation with him and I said, hey buddy, crunch is your mom's favorite word. She also likes to be called a dinosaur. Well, I love this kid a lot. He's 10 years old now, and I was babysitting him the other day, and he came up to me and he goes, hey, Uncle Shane, why do we call bacon bacon and cookies cookies when we cook bacon and we bake cookies? And I said, I don't know, but I should stop sharing my weed with you. Well, anyway, I'm going through a breakup right now. You can figure out why. I haven't told her yet. What?
Here.
Well, no, she's in the back. Yeah. When we broke up, we were in this like hour-long argument. Then she was just trying the last word, and she was like, "You know what? You don't deserve me." And I was like, "Yeah, I deserve better." What's your sister's number? Turns out her sister was a Nestle Crunch too. I should have saw that this breakup was going to happen at the start of the relationship. Like right away there were signs. Like our pet names for each other. Like I called her baby and she called me a pussy. And like even in the bedroom it was weird because like she liked to role play. And I didn't mind that, but I didn't like when she was the doctor because she overcharged me. And why did she have to get a proctologist every time? Here's what I didn't like. I didn't like when she made me wait in the waiting room while she took care of other patients. Now I'm back on Tinder, and like Tinder's weird because I haven't been on like 3 or 4 years. And like I realized like most girls on Tinder, have this new STD I didn't know about called children. Oh yeah. I was matching like crazy bitches on Tinder. Like I found my cousin on there one time. You know what the weird part of that is? Trying to decide whether or not to swipe right or left. I'm from Hazel. It's not that hard. Yeah. The weirdest thing ever happened to me on Tinder was about a week before I met my ex-girlfriend. I matched with this girl, and she sent me a text and said, "Send me a dick pic." And like I wanted to comply with that, but I didn't want to see her picture of my dick. So what I did was I went on Google Images, and I stole a dick and I sent it to her. And she sent me a message back right away and said, "Why is it black?" I said, "I'm 2%. Thank you guys so much. I'm having some merch in the back. Thank you guys so much.
Keep it going for Shane Laughary, who is turning 27.